Hey everyone, Will here. I haven't done a copper video in a while. If you've watched my other videos, you know what a fan I am of copper. And I've basically been saving it for a while now, mainly in the form of copper cents, made before when they stopped producing them in 1982. But a story just came out today that reaffirms my belief that copper is the way to go. Maybe even better than gold or silver. Got a couple notes here. Stockpiles of copper is diminishing after a year in which mine production fell by a record amount. Inventories tracked by the London Metal Exchange are already at a 2-year low after global mine output dropped 200,000 metric tons in 2011. That's a lot. Producers are struggling to keep up as lower ore grades, strikes, and slower than expected mine developments limit supply growth. Barclays anticipates a third consecutive copper shortage in 2012 and also 2013. Copper has rose 13% in value this year alone. Since October 2011, inventories of copper slid 34%. It's the lowest it's been since September of 2009. The big driver of this is China. It seems everything seems to come back to China in terms of economics. China's economy will expand 8.2% this year and 8.8% in 2013. China consumes 40% of the world's copper, and construction accounts for about 40% of demand. You know, simple supply and demand, copper has got to go up in value. Short term, it may linger for a while. The Chinese have anticipated a run-up in price and have been stockpiling for the past few months, but that's only going to last so long. The price is going to, I look for copper to keep going up. Now, what's the best way to get copper? You know, there's a lot of different ways. One of my favorite ways, go to the bank, get yourself some rolls of pennies, if you're in the US, of course. Get yourself some rolls of pennies from the bank, sort through them, pick out the dates, dated 1982 or earlier, and they're going to be copper. 1982, the mint switched over from making copper to zinc, so some 82 cents are going to be copper and some are going to be zinc. Best way to tell the difference is weigh them. Copper cent is 3.1 grams, a zinc cent is 2.5 grams. Right now, a single copper cent is worth 2.53 cents, 2.5 times your money right off the bat. That's pretty good. I've been doing this for a while now. I got these peanut jars, and you can see one I'm filling up. Works out pretty good. When I fill one of these up, I get 15 pounds. I shove it away. A lot of people say, oh, what about all the space it takes up? It doesn't really take up a lot of space, you know. Then they say, oh, well, it's against the law to melt them down. Well, yes, it is against the law to melt them down, but big deal. I compare it to copper is at now where silver was 40, 50 years ago. Copper is definitely going to do well, in my opinion. Just because you can't melt them down right now doesn't mean you can't make money on them. There's a market for them on eBay. They're bringing around double face value. And not being able to melt them really isn't an argument. Look at the pre-64 silver, junk silver coins. They're bringing, and there's a great market for them right now, and nobody's really buying them to melt them down. You know, they're buying them for the collector value and the silver content, mostly the silver content. But I see the same thing happening with copper cents. One day in the future, not recent, probably be down the line somewhere in the future, I can see like 5 and 10 pound boxes at coin shows being sold for whatever the current going rate for copper is. You know, right now a 50-cent roll of pennies is worth, let's see, 2.5 cents a penny. So what is that, $1.25 in copper? So I see that rising up one day, and I'm sticking to this prediction. I made this a couple years ago. Within 10 years, I predict a roll of copper pennies is going to be worth $5 within 10 years. So there's still plenty out there to get. I have noticed it's dropping. The amount of copper pennies in circulation is decreasing. More and more people are doing this, but there's still plenty out there. Still enough time to go out and get yourself a nice little stockpile. If you want to get serious about it, you can get a Rydell sorter that sorts 300 coins a minute. If you just want to do it casually, just go down to the bank, get a $25 box of pennies, and sort through them. You know, throw them in a jar. But I think everybody should be saving some copper. You'll be glad you did.